the Before and After I Do conference, which the details are on the screen. You can also contact them on Facebook, yes, and on the website. One of the things I really appreciate about this is that we've actually heard your views, and that they are quite open views. It's not against the word, but these are open views, and views which you might not typically find in a typical traditional African setup. And so maybe you might be struggling with some views that, you know, you're not sure if, is this the right view, is it the wrong view, you know, am I in line with the Word of God or not? This is a place that you need to be, and maybe you're looking for help as well. As a single person, you've been talked down on because you're single and you feel that you are an outcast. You are not, because we've just heard that God doesn't allow us to be single. I mean, God doesn't want us to be alone, but singleness is also a ministry.
Yes.
And so please make it a date to the Before and After I Do conference, and you'll be able to meet with this lovely couple, and I'm sure you will be blessed.
And you know what I like about this seminar as well is the fact that it's before and after. So what that means is not just for single people, but also if you're married as well, there's a few tricks to be learnt there. And I think this couple are well qualified, 24 years, quarter of a century almost. I think they've got one or two things. You know what they say about experience is the best teacher? You don't have to go through the experience to actually teach yourself or to learn something. Let the people who've gone through it share some tricks with you. There's always two ways of doing things, how to do it and how not to do it.
And you find out that you're not alone. You find out, you know, that's the situation sometimes. We think that we're alone. Only to hear somebody else going through a deeper situation and then go, okay, mine was even better than that one.
So, anyway.
You know, but thank you so much for
coming
on.
Thank you for having us.
We're looking forward to having you
again. I'm going to stretch this down. The website to check out is www.before you say, or is it before and after I do? Why did I get that from? Before and after I do.org. Check out the information there. The itinerary is on there. Whenever they're holding events, you make sure you attend. Tell somebody. Change your Facebook status, because this is what the kingdom needs.
And take the numbers on the screen as well.
Take the numbers as well.
Okay.
Listen, we'll be back very shortly. We've got another mega interview for you. So why don't we check out the next video? We'll be back shortly, and a few messages as well. And can I just say a very big thank you to Pleroma Magazine as well for sponsoring this program. We'll see you shortly.
Pleroma Magazine, your #1 Christian magazine featuring inspirational articles from the pulpit, finance and planning, music review, events and interviews from the Christian community. Reach your target audience by advertising your product or services. Call us to advertise or subscribe on 0203-538-3856 or visit www.pleromamagazine.com. You can follow us on www.facebook.com/Pleroma Magazine, twitter.com/Pleroma Magazine. Pleroma Magazine. Enjoy fullness of life.
Would you like to worship God and learn from Him in a relaxed and friendly atmosphere? Then join us at the Kingdom Eye Ministry as we come and dine with the King every Sunday at 2 p.m. Venue, the New Dome Hotel, 51 to 53 Camberwell Church Street, London, SE5 8TR. Come, let's worship God. Let's study His Word. Let's make friends. Let's enjoy uplifting music. Every Sunday at 2 p.m. Leading us will be Evangelist Margaret Latunji. The number to call is 0790-896-3274. Let's come together every Sunday at 2 p.m. and dine with the King.
Exclusive event hire services, adding class to your events. We offer a one-stop service to all our clients. Our team is formed of the best of the event industry. It would be our pleasure to put our extensive experience and expertise to work for you. We manage and plan weddings, birthdays, christenings, anniversaries, celebration, parties, team building events, and many more. Today for a quotation on 0207 064 9929 or 07540 254 342 or 07956 821 246, or visit us on our website at www.eehigherservices.co.uk.
Gospel Music Awards 2012 is finally here. A glamorous evening of celebration and awards on Saturday, July 7th, 2012, featuring Africa's finest gospel artists from all around the world, with performances by Makoma, Emi Koska, Ohima Mercy, Governor B, Faith Child, Tammy T, K Lechi, M Kololi, Iyobo Van Lierop, Atabwafo, Alan and the Waves, Royal Priesthood, Hikan, and so many more. At the Hippodrome, Golders Green, hosted by Wally, Rebecca, and Diana Hamilton. Tickets are going fast, so book now. Call 07906 932 670 or go online www.africagospellawards.com. This event is sponsored by
Children, double, double, oh. Your anointing, double, double, oh.
Today, I've just come to realize Jehovah, my God, has never left my side. So even though right now I feel like I'm losing it, so many voices, too many temptations. No, 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 I won't give up. No, 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 I will never give up. No, 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 I will never give up. The grace of the Lord is sufficient. I will never give up. The grace of the Lord is sufficient. I will never give up. I will run the race. I will run the race. With the Lord by my side. With the Lord by my side. No, 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 I will never give up. No, 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 I will never give up. The grace of the Lord is sufficient. I will never give up. The grace of the Lord is sufficient. I will never give up. I will run the race. I will run the race. With the Lord by my side. With the Lord by my side. That's why so many people keep on wondering, cause they really don't know my secret. I'm never relying on money, cause money can let me down. Just like man can let me down, but Jehovah won't let me down. That's why so many people keep on wondering, cause they really don't know my secret. I'm never relying on money, cause money can let me down. Just like man can let me down, but Jehovah won't let me down. No, 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 I will never give up. No, 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 I will never give up. The grace of the Lord is sufficient. I will never give up. The grace of the Lord is sufficient. I will never give up. I will run the race. I will run the race. With the Lord by my side. With the Lord by my side. No, 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 I will never give up. No, 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 I will never give up. The grace of the Lord is sufficient. I will never give up. The grace of the Lord is sufficient. I will never give up. I will run the race. I will run the race.
Auntie Praise, you know what?
Tell me.
I'm going to teach you how to do the azonto.
Okay.
That song actually is that, you can't deny that one. You said...
No, it goes a little bit faster. I think still it didn't
You
go.
know,
You see, it doesn't go with that one either.
it does. Oh, that one.
I can
It
tell
does.
you don't have rhythm, Charles. You don't dance.
Listen.
I should bring my daughter on set one of these days.
Listen,
She'll
I'm-
teach you
I'm-
how to do the
I'm a
azonto.
retired dance instructor.
Retired.
Alright, retired.
I'm glad.
Listen, well, welcome to the Praise Talk Show, to the second segment
Just about
of
to
this.
be naughty there. Good.
All right. We have here in the studio with us, and we're live. I'm not talking about an interview that we did with him somewhere and recorded it. He's actually right next to us here in the studio. Now, he has one of the biggest names ever given to a man, any man. Or longest names. You can hear his laugh in here.
Very unique voice to laugh as
well.
well.
Very unique voice to laugh. If you listen to radio, and especially Christian radio, you know this man. He's one of the biggest exports from the UK, and I'm not talking about, what does the UK export?
I don't know.
All right, oil, maybe. All right. But we're talking about gospel music. He's played
Human beings. They don't do human beings. This is a human being.
Some of the biggest stages, right? You know what? Before we talk to him, Auntie Pray, should we watch one of his videos?
We need to, because that's going to give you a clue.
It will give you a clue. It will give you a clue.
Indeed.
And just call somebody, because we might be giving some tickets away to his next big gig. But let's watch this video.
Only you be God, oh. What you say? Only you be God, oh. Yo, it seems like you know the song. You don't know the song. I just recorded the song now. Except you are bootlegging in New Wine Church. Okay, so just help me sing river songs. 1, 2, 3, say. Only you be God. Dance it, dance it, dance it. Sote, sote, sote. Dance it, dance it, dance it. Sote, sote, sote. Only you be God. Oh. Now you try it, New Wine Church. Oh. I feel ya up in here. You say. Oh yeah. Let 500,000 people and beyond here. Hashtag ML2011. Only Jehovah is God. On Facebook, New Wine, Maximize Live 2011. Only Jehovah is God. Take a picture and put it there. Let's go.
So you saw the man there. Well, he's here himself. I'm going to ask him to introduce himself, and I don't want the long, the short version of your name.
Yeah, we need to hear
the full version of your name.
Jeff.
See, no, he's not called Jeff. I think we've got the wrong person on the show, haven't we?
No, I tell you what. When I was younger, at the school, Archbishop Tennyson's primary school I went to, they used to put bananas. What a bunkie I was. At that point, I went to change my name.
Okay.
I tried desperately to change my name. But then I'll go to church on Sunday and see all my uncles and think, how am I going to tell them I'm changing my name? So, I remained Oluwalomwele, Adebayo, Olayiwaju, Shalom, Rintunjugola.
Oh, wow.
Remember? Should we just stick with Muyiwa then? Let's just stick with Muyiwa.
We actually need to do a competition for somebody to remember your name one of these days.
It helps if you can't speak in tongues in church.
I know.
It's a must.
You have to speak. You just pronounce your name.
Say the name. Say the name. Say the name. When they say the name. You got it.
Now, what's the English meaning? What's the meaning of it in English?
Oluwalomwele means God has brought this one. Adebayo, which is my second name, it means crown is met with joy. Olayiwaju, my surname, means progressive God, progressive honor, progressive wealth. And then in my culture, the Yoruba culture, they have something called oriki, where the elders will sit and receive a name for what the child is and what the child will be. Something, I guess, in our stream we'll call it prophetic. So mine is the Shalom Rintunjugola, which is our insurance for tomorrow, the son of an elephant that inherits great wealth. I always say that's why I struggle with my weight, because I'm a son of an elephant.
But you have been progressing in life in a very good way, so that's another good thing about the name.
He's inherited wealth.
Indeed,
well.
indeed.
Just let me
And thank God for your life, because it's been celebrated whether you're there or not. So thank God for the names, the people that gave you those names.
The reality is, in my culture, in the Yoruba culture in Nigeria, generally people have a lot more names than that.
Yes.
But what happened was with me, really essentially I only have a couple of names. names, even though I read it off like that. Prior to that, I had a lot more names, but my mother, the stories, my mother, my parents had 2 children. They had 2 girls, because there were 2 girls ahead of me. But my mother wanted a boy. My dad was like, mm-mm. So my mum didn't tell my dad that she was off the contraception, that she was off it so she could have a child. And she was praying, and she had a vision that a hand was going to give her a boy. And she was going to grab the boy, and she was told, if we give you this boy, you have to give him back. And she said, yes, of course, as you do. So she gets the boy. 8 days after I'm born, they're naming me, and as they do in my culture. And they had all these names, because, you know, I don't know where you come from. In my culture,
where you come from?
Everyone gets
from Africa.
From the uncles, the aunties, the grandfathers, the next door neighbor. All of them had a name for me. And my mum, a few minutes before the naming ceremony, she said she heard a loud noise as though a bell was ringing. And she couldn't take it. She ran out of the room. And she heard the same voice that gave her the child saying, those names are not for this boy. So she went to my dad. Now, my dad came from a Muslim home. It was my mum that introduced him to Christ. She went to my dad and says, you know, Mr. Olayiwaju, this is what they've said. And my dad said, right, if that's what they said, that's what it is. So she tells all the elders, and my dad follows her. And it's quite unusual, because in my culture, the elders have the last say. You don't go and tell the elders this is what's going to happen. So they told him, right, listen, this is what they've told us, that this boy, those names don't work. His name is Oluwalumuelewa, which means God has brought this one.
Amen.
That's how I end up with the name.
Amen. So you have the hand of God upon your life all this time. Now,
that name or those names haven't hindered you from where I'm sitting, really. Because as we're saying, you know, when we mention, you know, gospel artists, the name Muyiwa pops up everywhere. You know, Africa, USA, you actually play some of the biggest stages. You know, how does it feel like as an artist? Sometimes when you find yourself in some of these places. I'll give you an example, Kodak Theatre.
Yeah. You know, it's interesting you asked that, because I had a conversation with Bishop Jakes not long ago.
See? Bishop Jakes, he rolls with the biggest. Bishop Jakes.
Did you have to get that in?
You know, because I had a conversation, it just rolls off the tongue, you know, like hot knife in butter.
You know, just the other day I had coffee with
Yes.
And one of the things he was saying was that when you're successful, it doesn't feel like it. You're in the middle of it, and it doesn't feel like it. And the reality is, I was telling someone the same story recently, that when we were at the Kodak Theatre, I mean, everybody was there. LL Cool J was there. The whole world of music were there. And here we were, these black kids from London, and knowing that it was the first time BET would ever invited anyone outside of America on their show. And we knew that we were on that stage. Kirk was there. I mean, Kurt Carr. I remember what Kurt Carr said. He said, first thing Kurt Carr said to me was, how did you do it? How did you get here? I don't know. You're gonna ask
the man upstairs.
so even for some of them, it was like
they couldn't even believe it. Wow.
So for me, we didn't feel like, oh my goodness. I was just like, man, I don't want to disgrace my family, and I don't want UK gospel to throw stones at us. So before we went on stage, I told the guys, I said, right, we're here for business. Don't get starstruck. Focus. Before we went to stage, everybody fell on their faces. We had this fancy caravan, which was our dressing room. It was real great. No one was interested in the water and the drink they had. I said, on your faces, everybody, because we needed to make sure that we didn't, you know. So when you were there, it doesn't feel like, and it's the same thing as, you know, when we do, you know, a crowd of 500,000, or you're watching the album is #1 on HMV's charts for 5 months. It doesn't feel like success, because and you would know this, Charles, because of AGMA, because you're doing it, and your strength is in it.
You get caught up with all the other things.
You're too busy trying to make sure, you know what, we get this right, because all eyes are on us, and then you have to find the funds to pay for this and pay for that, and no uncle is rolling up to say, yeah, take £1 million from my oil well. So when
that's a message out there for someone.
Well,
true.
Go ahead,
That's very true. So then you go on, not just being content with playing the Kodak Theatre, but then you come back home and you play one of the biggest stages, which is the O2 Indigo. Now, the first gospel artist ever to actually basically sell out. So that's number one. Number two, Muyiwa was not happy having sold out the Indigo. Now he's going to Hammersmith Apollo.
And what's the capacity of that? That's about...
Well,
It's huge.
no, seated is over 3,000. But we're going for the 5,000 capacity.
See the man, he's pushing the boat out.
Because the name is working for him, you see. So.
Let me tell you, the trouble at the moment is it's too late. You can't reverse it. You can't take it back to 3,000. So it's 5,000 or nothing. You know.
And it's going to happen.
Amen.
It is.
You better be there. We're in trouble.
Let's go for a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk about his album, and he's actually, the tour is kind of themed around the album. So just stay with us. You're watching the Praise Talk Show here on Sky Channel 593. I'm Charles.
And I'm Praise Asimota.
We'll be back shortly.
Stay tuned.
_23rd of June at the Hammersmith Apollo in London. Muyiwa and Riversong's live in concert all around the world, baby. So, this is what happened. I saw a vision. I heard the Lord say, Muyiwa, you have to rap and do the azonto. I thought, Lord, how would this be possible? He said, I'll send you 2 of my songs.
Amen.
Governor Vay.
Hello, mate.
Vic Dezo.
On the beat.
So, I want to rap. Show me how to rap.
Alright, first of all, you've got to look like a rapper. We're going to pimp you out a little bit.
I'm going to loosen up, man.
Swag you out. First of all, we have to get the lyrics.
Okay.
So you need 2 rhyming words. For the sake of the concert, we'll use Apollo and Azonto.
Okay, Apollo, Azonto.
No. They have to make sense.
Am I not making sense?
No,
Am I
you're
not communicating?
So what will you be doing at the Apollo?
I'll be performing.
Okay. So say that in your lyrics.
Okay.
23rd of June at the
Apollo.
Catch Muyiwa doing the
Azonto.
23rd of June at the
Apollo.
Catch Muyiwa doing the
Azonto.
Yeah.
23rd of June at the Apollo. Catch Muyiwa and Riversong doing the Azonto, baby.
Yeah.
It's a real Holy Ghost song, guy. You know what I mean? See you there.
That's Uncle Muyiwa doing the Azonto.
Well, you saw him do the Azonto dance, but if you want to see him live on the 23rd of June, you need to be at the Hammersmith Apollo. And we have such an awesome, I'm saying we, because,
We.
where he has such an awesome lineup at the for the concert. And tell us some of the lineup, Uncle Muyiwa. What should we be expecting?
You know, it's funny, Praise says we, because I met someone a couple of days ago who says, Praise sings with you. I'm like, no, she doesn't. I saw her in your video. And it turns out to be one of her old teachers.
Yeah.
One of her
Primary school teacher.
Yeah.
So
maybe she was speaking prophetically, who knows? Who knows? But on the day, the 23rd of June, we've got an artist from Honduras. The show is called All Around the World, as you said, based around our new album. And on the album, I've got a guy from India singing, who will be at the show, Pandit. He's in Mumbai at the moment. He'll be coming. We've got Latin America with Ronnie Padilla there.
Wow.
We're going to have Rebecca.
From Sierra Leone.
Yeah, doing her thing. We're going to have a guy called Edwin Fawcett, who's actually a young Catholic man, travels all over the world. He was playing the Wembley Arena a few weeks back, 10,000 people headlining that. And we're going to have, the African element, and then of course, we're going to have Governor B and Vic Tizzle. And then we've got a bit of a surprise, a couple of things, a surprise from X Factor and The Voice.
Okay.
And people have been saying, I know who it is, it's this person, it's that person. It's a surprise, I ain't gonna tell you. And then we've got a couple of athletes, award-winning, record-breaking athletes. One of them, I've been teasing people with, one of them, he's black, he's thin, he's taller than me.
Okay.
He runs the 100 meters, and he's not British.
Are you talking about me?
I thought you were a retired dancer. Now you're an athlete too.
Not retard.